Welcome, guys, back to Relax Radio with your favorite host, Afra Hossin, where we talk about beauty, health, trending hacks, and what's happening right now. So, I want you to sit back, relax, and listen to some beauty trends and hacks. Hello again, and welcome back to Beauty and Trends. As you know, I always do this radio show every week, Tuesday from 5 till 6 p.m. Today, I'm sorry, guys, I came late, but do not worry, you did not miss anything and have so much with you to share and lots of beauty tips and trends and hacks to share with you guys. So I hope everyone was having a lovely afternoon and will join me for the rest of the evening. To start off, as you know, especially in the UK, this Sunday was Mother's Day. So, again, I want to wish everyone a happy late Mother's Day. And just to start off the show, I wanted to share a cute little poem on mother, about a mother. As you know, a mother's love is super important, and some people may have a mom, some people have a mom, and some people may have lost their mom. So this is a well wish for everyone, and this poetry is by Helen Steiner, and it is called A Mother's Love. So a mother's love is something that no one can explain. It is made of deep devotion and of sacrifice and pain. It is endless and unselfish, and enduring come what may, for nothing can destroy it or take that love away. It is patient and forgiving when all others are forsaking, and it never fails or falters, even though the heart is breaking. It believes beyond believing when the world around condemns, and it glows with all the beauty of the rarest, brightest gems. It is far beyond defining, it defies all explanation, and it still remains a secret like the mysteries of creation. A many splendid miracle man cannot understand, and another wondrous evidence of God's tender guiding hand. So this was the poem called A Mother's Love, which I found it was, I think, one of my favorite, because I've read many of them, and I think this one was one of my favorite, the most favorite one, because it kind of explains all in all everything about a mother and what they go through throughout their life and how much sacrifice they have to go on every single day for their children, for the family. And this poem perfectly describes it, and I just wanted to share with you guys. Before I share with you guys the two inspirational quotes that I share every single week, starting off with the first one: develop an attitude of gratitude. Say thank you to everyone you meet for everything they do for you. This was by Brian Tracy. And as you know, I will share the inspirational quote with you guys because, again, we're in a pandemic situation, and I do not want you guys to lose any hopes, because I remember it's March already. So it's been literally 1 year that we are in lockdown. 1 year of our life we've been stuck at home, not being able to do the things we wanted to do. For instance, go on holidays or go abroad, go for an internship, go do the things we really want to do and we actually planned to do. All of that got cancelled, which is why I like to share the motivational stories and inspirational quotes with you guys. So I hope you do like them. So this one is about gratitude. And the quote says, let me just repeat, develop an attitude of gratitude. Say thank you to everyone you meet for everything they do. But I was talking about tips and tricks of becoming successful. And one of the tips, there was 8. And one of the tips was finding gratitude and celebrating others' successes as well. Because if you don't celebrate other people's success, you will never be able to come out of that the feeling of bitterness or resentment, and that will not allow you to focus on your positive things and on the things you have accomplished, because you will be constantly thinking about other people. Which is why this quote is important, because you need to know that you need to be able to find gratitude in other people's successes. The moment you can say, yes, they deserved something, they accomplished this and they were successful and it was a good thing they did, Then you'll be able to focus on your own. So yeah, and just before finish off the inspirational quote, just to remind you, last week I was talking about successful tips on becoming successful, and it was 8 steps. The first one was to have a growth mindset. Second one is no risk, no reward. 3 is embrace your mistakes and move on. 4 is curiosity will keep you thirsting for more. 5 is find gratitude, celebrate others' success, which is based on the inspirational quote I shared with you guys. Number 6 is shun the negative, feed the positive. 7, be healthy in mind and body. And 8, keep your energy high. Before I continue on, let me just read the comments quickly. Mufazil Ali said hello, hi. Samar Chudri said assalamu alaikum, walaikum assalam. And thank you again. I know you're a regular viewer. You always watch Relax Radio and you support all of us. And I really, really, really appreciate it. And Mufazil Ali said, where are you talking from? Yes, this is not the radio studio or my home. I'm right now in Walthamstow in London at a studio just in a corner. So I'm trying to do my radio show live from here. And yeah, I hope you guys can hear me. If you have any questions about any beauty tips or tricks or hacks you want to know, do comment down below and I will read all of them and help you guys. Okay, so with the motivational story, this is about a blind girl, and the concept of the story is change. So there was a blind girl who hated herself purely for the fact she was blind. Because imagine yourself being blind. You would, miss out on colors, you will miss out on every. Because I feel like 5 senses is a very important thing for a human. So this blind girl hated herself purely because she was blind. And the only person she didn't hate was her loving boyfriend, as he was always there for her. She said that if she could only see the world, she would marry him. One day, someone donated a pair of eyes to her, and now she could see everything, including her boyfriend. And then her boyfriend asked her, now that you can see the world, will you marry me? The girl was shocked when she saw that her boyfriend was blind too and refused to marry him. Her boyfriend walked away in tears and later wrote a letter to her saying, just take care of my eyes, dear. The moral of the story, this is such a heartbreaking story. The moral of the story is when our circumstances change, so does our mind. Some people may not be able to see the way things were before and might not be able to appreciate them. So there are many things to take away from the story, not just one. And this is one of the inspirational stories that left me speechless, and I hope it left you speechless. Topic is beauty and trends. I will be back shortly after the break. If you have any more questions, tips, or tricks you want to know about anything to do with skin, healthcare, beauty, any health problems, scalp problems, comment down and I will help you out and share with you the best tips and tricks to take care of them. Welcome back to Beauty and Trends. You're listening to Relax Radio with Afra Hossin. Just before the break, I was talking about the motivational story and inspirational quote. And Summer Chaudhry asked, say something about overall olive leaf tea benefit because you're doing business with it. So, olive leaf, the olive leaf is infused with minerals and antioxidants that protects your skin and drenches it in moisture. So if you have dry skin or if you're suffering with dry skin, then the olive leaf tea is going to help make sure your skin is very hydrated because of the antioxidants the tea leaf have. And also, one major thing is that especially in hot countries, there's always sunshine, and the sun always damages your skin. And olive leaf tea helps make sure that your skin is protected from it by blocking the free radicals and battling inflammation. So if you're suffering from eczema, psoriasis, or any dry harsh skin condition, then the olive leaf tea is really really good because of its antioxidants and minerals that helps um, alleviate the damage caused by sun, UV radiation, and dry skin. So yeah, I hope that helps. It's because of that it's really really good for skin, and people um, use it on their faces. Yeah, I also always give this tip to this is about olive leaf tea. And if you have normal black tea that you drink every single day, that's also good for eye bags. I always tell mom like anyone who comes up to me and says, oh my gosh, I have really bad eye bags, or I have very bad dark circles, how can I get rid of it? And it's most probably because you don't sleep well. And a fast way to get rid of that eye bags or dark circles is to get the black tea, and then just how you make your normal tea using hot water, and then do not add milk. It has to be pure black tea. After pouring hot water, you wait for it to cool down completely, take the tea bag out, and then just place it on top of your eyes and around your eye bags. And that kind of helps depuffing your eyes and making sure that the black circles and dark circles you have underneath your eyes goes away. So yeah, tea bags are really really good for skincare, depending on which one you use, because each tea bags have different benefits. I hope that makes sense. Anyways, I again wanted to share the blind girl story because it's very heartbreaking, and for those of you that have missed it, I wanted to share with you again. So it's true with the blind girl, correct? And this blind girl hated herself purely for the fact that she was blind. And the only person she didn't hate was her loving boyfriend, as he was always there for her. She said that if she could only see the world with her own eyes, she would marry him. So one day, someone donated a pair of eyes to her, and now she could see everything, including her boyfriend. And then her boyfriend asked, obviously, now that you can see the world, will you marry me? And the girl was so shocked when she saw that her boyfriend was blind too and refused to marry him. Her boyfriend walked away in tears and later wrote a letter to her saying, just take care of my eyes, dear. So he basically donated his pair of eyes to the girl that he loved, uh, so that she could she could see the whole world. And because she said that if she could see, she would marry him. But the moral of the story is that when our circumstances change, our mind does as well. Some people may not be able to see the things that were there before and might not be able to appreciate them. And it happens, like, especially if, like, for me, there are some, if you have older siblings, you would know how much they spoil the younger siblings. If you have an older brother or sister, they will most likely to spoil the younger sisters or brothers. And we keep on spoiling them. And then it gets to the point that they don't appreciate it anymore. They just expect it from you. So it's kind of like that. And yeah, If you have any more questions or comments, you want to talk about skincare, beauty, or any tips or tricks, or if you have your own DIYs that you always use, a home remedy, and you think you want to share with us, do share, and I will read it out as well. Okay, so I wanted to talk about hands today because one thing that happens is that during winter, not only our skin, but our hands and all of our body, especially if we live in Eastern countries, Eastern, not Eastern, I mean Western countries such as America, UK, Spain, Germany. During winter, it gets really, really cold, and because of the cold weather, our skin becomes dry. So I wanted to share with you guys some tips and tricks you can do to make sure you can keep your skin soft and baby like, because everyone loves having soft skin. And the first miracle for having softer hand and skin is none other than a jar of petroleum jelly. And all you have to do is get the jar of petroleum jelly, rub it all over your hands, making sure there's a thick layer. Keep on rubbing it, do some massage on your hands, just like this. The way you wash your hands, keep on massaging it, and you will see your hands will start getting blood circulation going. It will become red. Of course, don't do it hard, just a normal massage like this will do. And then after you rub yourself with the Vaseline, get a cotton glove. And if you don't have a cotton glove, you don't need to worry, you most likely have cotton socks, and then fresh cotton socks, and then just wear it on your hand. And either, especially, this is good if you do this just before going to sleep. Wear it, go to sleep, and then overnight you will see that your hands have become much more softer, and it's like baby skin, and you will see your skin have grown. You will have new skin cells on your hand and everything. So this is like the wake up to next day to supple soft hands miracle treatment. And in addition to this, since it's coronavirus as well, we have to wash our hands every hour to keep sure our hands are clean and safe, and then sanitize. And doing that also damages your skin, because keeps on becoming drier and drier and drier. So this is some tips and tricks you can do to make sure your hands doesn't become damaged by washing your hands and sanitizing your hands every hour. So what you should do, these are just some tips to limit the potential damage. What you should do is never use hot water to wash your hand. Use lukewarm water, and using a moisturizing soap with ingredients such as lanolin and glycerin will help make sure your hands are moisturized. And then be gentle. You don't have to aggressively scrub your hands to get them clean. Blot your hands dry instead of rubbing them dry, and apply moisturizer straight away to your hands after washing them. And it constantly happens. Even when I go to work, we have to wash our hands every single hour and then sanitize them, but we never get the chance to moisturize them. And then you will see that people that have sensitive hands, the hand will get like drier, and you will see the skin peeling off, and it's because they don't moisturize. So definitely take care of your hands and take care of your skin, to make sure that replacing your soap and water hand washing with a hand sanitizer, to make sure your skin is always soft and it keeps on regenerating. So that's my number one tip. First of all, just before I continue, Samad Chaudhary said thin fruit benefit cause working Turkish thin fruit. I've never heard of thin fruit before, and it's a Turkish thin fruit. Oh, it's like a plum, isn't it? So what's the benefit of this Turkish thin plum? If you let me know the name of the product, I can talk about the product, because because many products will have an extract of that fruit, and then I will be able to tell you the benefit for it. Number 2 is to apply moisturizer while your skin is still damp. So what we normally do is wash our hands, sanitize, and straight away dry our hands using towel or tissue. And Before drying your hands completely, you should make sure that your hands are a bit damp. By damp, I mean slightly wet. And then if your hands is slightly wet, you can apply moisturizer, and making when you see that your hands are just slightly wet, if you moisturize at that time, um, it will maintain moisture in your hand and you won't see the skin peeling off or skin drying. So I hope that makes sense. If you have any more questions about beauty trends, makeup tips, tricks, or latest fashion, do comment down below and I will read it out to you. Just before I talk more about beauty and trends and how to keep and having the softest hands in the world, I will shortly take a break and come back soon. Welcome back to Beauty and Trends. You're listening to Relax Radio with your host Afra Hossin. Before break, I was talking about how you can get softer hands, and also wanted to share with you some ways that you can you know how we do skincare routine on our face, so scrubbing, exfoliating, using toners, using moisturizers, and making sure that our skin looks the best without acne and is always soft and always plain and normal, nice looking basically, and making sure our skin is glowing. What the same thing you need to do with your hands as well. And one thing you can do is doing a soft 1 minute soft palm scrub. And all you need is 1 tablespoon of olive oil and 1 tablespoon of sugar. And then you use that mixture, mix it around, and you put it on the palm of one of your hand. Pour slowly the olive oil, and using your other palm, start rubbing your hands and palms together. And then start massaging your fingers and hands with gentle squeezing and in a circular motions for about 30 seconds. Then relax your palms and then let the scrub sink in for another 30 seconds. So just, let it be absorbed. And then what you do is you finish and then you can massage again just for that extra effect. Or you can simply wash out your hands with warm water, pat dry, but make sure your hands are still damp, and then moisturize. And you will see that your hands are so smooth that you can't stop touching it. And you should try this to get a softer hands and much more lightened hands as well. Talking about lightening, you can also do a whitening hand mask. If, as you know, that when the sun, you burn easily, you get darker. So this is a mask that you can use on your face and your hands as well. It's the citrus powder lighten and soften your hands. Especially if your hands are dark, discolored, aged looking. You can use a lemon to lighten them, and also it will soften your hands as well. And all you need is 2 teaspoons of lemon juice, 2 teaspoons of honey, and 2 teaspoons of baking soda. And what you do is wash your hands with warm water first with mild soap. Then, in a small container, mix the 2 tablespoon lemon juice, 2 tablespoon of honey, and 2 tablespoon of baking powder. After mixing this, apply all over your hands and make sure you rub again, massage your hands for a minute, and then allow the mixture to sit on your hands for at least 10 minutes. And then after 10 minutes, wash your hands in warm water or a cold, mild cold water. Do not use soap. Just wash it, rinse it. Repeat this process at least twice a week, and it will help remove the discoloration and promote soft, healthy looking hands. So yeah, Samar Chori said, I shared this live 100 plus Facebook groups in Bengali community around the globe. So thank you so much for sharing. I'm so thankful you're sharing it to 100 groups, and I hope you keep on sharing them. And he said, um, জার্মানিরা দেখলাম এক ধরনের পাতা মেল্ট করে গরম করে খায় এটা কি ওকে জার্মানিতে দেখলাম এক ধরনের পাতা মেল্ট করে গরম করে খায় এটা কি সো ডিফারেন্ট ডিফারেন্ট পাতা হতে পারে এটা হলো গিয়ে গ্রিন টি পাতা হতে পারে নাহলে নর্মাল ব্ল্যাক টি পাতা হতে পারে ডিপেন্ড করে কোন পাতার কথা হতে পারে বিকজ অনেক পাতা গরম করে ড্রিঙ্ক করে খাওয়া যায় জাজমিন টি বলো গ্রিন টি বলো ব্ল্যাক টি বলো আর সব ডিফারেন্ট টি হলে গিয়ে ডিফারেন্ট ডিফারেন্ট মিনারেলস আর অ্যান্টি অক্সিডেন্ট থাকে যেটা ডিফারেন্ট ডিফারেন্ট বেনিফিটস দেয় স্কিন আর বডির জন্য সো ডিপেন্ডিং যে বেনিফিট চাও ও বেনিফিটের ডিপেন্ডিং করে কোন কোন টি ব্যাগ ইউজ করতে হবে আর কোন কোন টি ব্র্যান্ড ইউজ করা উচিত সো আই হোপ দ্যাট মেক্স সেন্স it's just before I finish the show. Again, thank you for everyone for listening and watching. And I will be back next week on time from 5 till 6 p.m. And I hope you guys enjoyed the show. And I hope you guys enjoyed the short motivational story I shared with you guys because I really, really liked it. And it was very heartbreaking at the same time. But I'll be back next week. Again, happy belated Mother's Day to everyone. And I hope everyone found my tips helpful. And I will be back next week from 5 till 6 p.m. UK time, 11 to 12 p.m. BD time. If you have any other beauty tips and tricks and hacks you want to know, do comment down below and I will talk about them in my next show next week. Thank you for listening and sit back, relax, and listen to some beauty trends and hacks. This is Relax Radio. You're listening to Beauty and Trends with Afra Hossin.